Welcome to Edison Open House Global Healthcare 2022. Today, we want to introduce you to Belluscura. It's a medical device company using its oxygen enrichment technology across a number of conditions. With me is its CEO, Bob Rocker. Bob, hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Now, just tell me briefly, what does your oxygen concentrator do and what makes it so appealing to patients?
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me here. So what I'm holding here is the X-PLO₂R portable oxygen concentrator. It weighs approximately 1.5 kilograms, about 3.25 pounds. And what it does is it takes the ordinary air that we breathe, which is 20% oxygen, roughly 79% nitrogen and other gases. And we pull it through what's called our proprietary technology, involves zeolites. And we strip the nitrogen out of the air and we generate 95% pure oxygen, replacing one of the tanks that I have over here, so that you can have oxygen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as long as your battery is running on the unit.
The portable oxygen concentrator market is dominated by big companies. So how are you going to take them on, and what are the opportunities for you here?
That's a great question. Yes, there's several large players in it. What I'm holding here is the X-PLO₂R, which weighs 3.25 pounds, and it is the top in its class as far as oxygen per pound. And that's really how we're competing with the large companies. We don't think that they've designed and engineered as well as we have. We have a lot of patents around it, and it's been very well received in the market. We're exceeding our expectations, our forecasts, and we expect to continue to do that going forward. And it's just a lightweight machine where it's not just competitive with the tanks, of course, which is clearly much larger, but what's out there. We've designed a product we think is very consumer friendly with technology called consumer replaceable sieves. It's lightweight. We don't require additional chargers that a lot of people have and things like that. So from that standpoint, we think we designed a very patient-specific product.
Now, you've got two new products, the CX and DX versions coming out. Tell me a bit more about the plans for those.
So the CX, there's actually a sitting here in a box that will be, it's actually very similar in size. It's only half a pound more. That is our internal name. It's actually, it's also called the X-PLO₂R. That will be coming out, we expect in Q2. And then we have the DX, and this is a slightly larger unit of what we have. And the DX will be what's unique about these products is they will also have continuous flow. And by comparison, products on the market like this that are available are twice as heavy, and so it's significantly different, only weighing about 6 pounds. The competition out there weighs 10 to 12 pounds. So it's transformational, as a number of the durable medical equipment companies that have already looked at the product have said that this is a game changer, as one, to quote one of them, that you're now less than 10 pounds on a continuous flow. It really gets people, and our goal is to get people mobile with oxygen. And when you get it down to 6 pounds and you're providing 8 liters of pulse and continuous 2 liters continuous, it's a game changing, it's a life changing event for a lot of people.
And actually, there is a huge market here, isn't there? Because a lot of the people who would like to use this kind of thing are hidden away at the moment because they don't want to go out and lug a big oxygen tank around. They've got COPD, or they've got congestive heart failure. There's a big market.
Yes, absolutely. It's in the Western world, even though, for example, smoking has decreased, COPD continues, and it's either the number 3 or number 4 killer in the world. And ironically enough, a lot of people don't realize that, especially in the Western, COPD, more women than men are suffering from COPD, predominantly in a 2-to-1 ratio when they get chronic bronchitis. And it's becoming a real problem. And that's also why we really wanted to shrink down the size, because you're talking an older female population, and just, who wants to drag around 8 pounds when they could drag around 3 to 4 pounds of oxygen. Outside the United States, of course, in places in Asia and China, it's the number 1 killer, COPD. It continues to grow, and that's a combination of smoking and pollution and other stuff. So we see a significant opportunity. The market continues to, fortunately for us, but unfortunately for the world, continues to grow. And so we see opportunities all over the world for this product.
Let's turn back to the product development side here. What about your IP strategy, and are partnerships part of your plan to add more to your patent portfolio?
Well, we got a lot of good engineers. We've got a great research partner. We continue to build up on that. We continue to file patent applications. We just have another notice of allowance on a combination product that we were working on in the CPAP area. We've, over the last 18 months, as we've brought this out, we've had a number of people approach us in areas of the wound care and dialysis, and I can't think of the others, outside cardiac, approach us about utilizing oxygen. And so, yeah, we're evaluating these partners. Our primary focus, of course, is on getting the DX and the CX out the door, and we'll look at those other opportunities. The world is really expanding, a lot of it due to COVID, the uses of supplemental oxygen in a lot of different types of therapies. So we feel we're very well positioned because we have a lot of great base patented technology around this that allows us to explore other opportunities.
Can I ask a question about noise? Because devices like these have a reputation for being incredibly noisy.
Yes, that is always a problem with the units and stuff like that. We work hard on making it quieter. That is a feature that a lot of people focus on. I mean, the key things are noise. We have a quiet unit. It's at 40 decibels. That's, I guess, that they usually say that's library sound, 40 decibels is, and stuff like that. So that's the goal of this. Those are the key things with these products: is lightweight, noise, and battery life and reliability. And those are all things that we've built into the machine for us. And that's a key thing. I'm glad you mentioned, but noise is a key thing that we've tried to address, and especially into the next generation ones. We're always looking at new ways to even make it quieter than that, because that is an important feature.
When you go into these different markets, I mean, wound care, for instance, that will require really a lot more development, and there's quite a lot of competition in that area. How do you see that panning out?
Well, at the moment, what we've pretty much done is traded a lot of base technology and patents, and those and we've had, as I said earlier, that we've had people in the dialysis business look at us. For example, people during dialysis desaturate, and there's other wound care using supplemental oxygen to treat wounds, oxygenating the wounds. So it's not necessarily something that we're looking to be a leader in. Our focus is on oxygen enrichment technology. Right now, we're focused on the respiratory space. If we find the right partner, I can tell you we're working on some artificial intelligence with some companies and universities. We're also working in drug delivery with a leading university. So we're doing lots of different things and to expand the application of our product.
Now, what company events should investors look out for in the upcoming months?
The biggest things, and I was looking over here at the products and stuff to make sure that we identified them, but the launch will be, of course, the CX and the DX following in Q3. We plan to expand outside the United States. We're evaluating partners right now in several countries. And those are the three big events that we're looking at. And then we'll later in the year, we'll be looking at a further launch of some additional technology. We think will really drive in the area of telemedicine on the products. So we're very excited about that material we're working on there. So those are four big events that we'll look at over the next 12 to 18 months. We think it's really going to transform the company.
It's so good to hear this, Bob. You often hear COPD patients who are tied to their homes and daren't go out, and it's very good to see that there's yet more for them to have, that they will let them explore the world as they should. It's been very good hearing from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time.